Hey, what's up all my gorgeous ladies? I'm Kelly, welcome back to my channel. Today's look I'm going to create with the Coca-Cola Morphe palette, the Cherry Coke one. I did one in my previous videos, but there's so many gorgeous colors in this palette that I'm going to show you another look I created using this palette. I mean, there's dozens of looks you can create, and I love the colors. I was not always a big red person, but these colors are just so gorgeous. It's more like a cranberry red, and I think this is an awesome palette for fall. And I also ordered a couple other products. I got a blush I'll be using. I'm not sure if I like the blush. I'm not used to using like this color or anything, and it does work well. But we'll see. And then I'll show you this look. I'm just going to get started. I tend to ramble. Sorry, guys. So, inside the palette comes with the colors. And sometimes it's hard to read because, as you know, I wear my contacts. And if something's printed really tiny, it's hard for me to see it. But we're just going to get started. And then what I'm going to try to do is use this side of the palette. These colors are really pretty. I think it'll create a nice shimmery neutral look, and we're going to just see how it goes. I'm going to do my eyeshadow a little different. I've seen it on a video, so I'm not doing a cut crease today. So with the first color, let's see. I think it's called Dessert First. It's this dark shade right here. You want to start with the darkest color, and then we're going to go lighter and lighter as we go. So I'm using a flat brush. This is by Morphe. This came with a set. There's no numbers on the brush or anything, but if you go through Morphe, they have a lot of really nice brushes. You can get nice sets. So we're going to start with that color, Desert First. And what I'm going to do is just pack that, put some on the brush, tap the excess sauce. And I'm going to start on the outer portion of my eye and just go up, kind of at an angle. And I'm just going to pack that on. And because I have hooded eyes, I have to bring the color up a little bit so that when I open my eyes, you can see the color. And as you can see, the formula is great. It goes on real well, and there's not too much fallout in the pan, which I like. And then, of course, I use my little brush cleaner. I gotta wash it again. And please forgive my hair. It's a mess. I'm just been going through some stuff this week, so, you know, it's just the way it is. So I apologize for not doing a video in quite some time. And of course, I got to clean my brushes. Forgive the hair. I have an appointment coming up and I can't wait. I know I'm rambling, guys. Okay, let's just get going here. Let's see. The next color I'm going to use, the light in here is not really good, is called Lighthearted. And it's this shade right here. It's like a medium shade. And what I'm going to do is put some on the brush. And what I'm going to do is just go right next to that color and just add it. And I'm going to pack it on. You don't want to blend it yet. I really like these colors. They go on so well. They're really pigmented, and you can also build up the color with some of these shades too. So now, let's see. The next lightest shade I'm going to use. Let's see, I think I'm going to have a couple of really, really pretty shimmer shades. So I'm going to go in with something called Petal Please. It's this really pretty shimmery shade right here. The next lightest shade. I'm going to pack some of that on. Tap off the excess. And I'm just going to go right up with that right next to that other color. And it works better if you pack it. Don't sweep it across your eyes. Oh, I love these shimmer shades. I don't know if you guys can see this. That's the shade. I think it's really, really pretty. I got to find a way to probably move closer so you can guys can see what I'm doing. I'm still kind of winging this video stuff. So the next shade is called, let me find my cheat sheet here. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, here it is. It's called Gimme More, and it's the next lightest shimmer shade, which is right here. And you can add a little spritz it with some concealer, or no, not concealer. Spritz it with some setting spray. And then I'm going to put that right next to the other shimmer shade. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush. And please forget my brushes. I know they need to be cleaned because it's been quite a while since I've even put makeup on. I was on vacation, didn't really go anywhere, but I enjoyed it anyway, just to have the time off. So I'm going to take this brush, and you're going to blend the colors all together. You don't want to see any harsh lines or when one color starts and one ends. Look at that. I think that's so pretty. I got a hair on my face. Oh. That's what I've done so far. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply some Flower in Your Prime pore minimizing primer on my skin. Just put a little on my hands. And if you're like me, you get redness in your skin, this kind of helps tone it down. And it also helps the foundation stay on longer. Okay, I'm just letting that set in. And while that's drying a little bit, I'm going to go back in with my mascara. And the mascara I'm using today is the Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express mascara. And I usually put like 2 coats. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. My hands are a little... I still have some the primer on my hands. And if you want to add falsies, go right ahead and do that. You can add falsies to this look. As you guys know, I don't usually do false eyelashes. I still haven't got around to trying them. So, I mean, this look will look beautiful with a set of false eyelashes. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what it is, but this eyeliner always seems to smudge on me, so don't mind me. I didn't bring something to get rid of that, so I'm just using my fingers. Yeah, my lashes are very skimpy now. As you get older, my eyebrows are like barely there. I know my eyebrows don't look perfect today, but I did it really, really quickly. And I think it's just made them a little too long in the sides. But these colors are gorgeous. If you see that, look how pretty these colors are. I love this palette. And it's pretty reasonable by Morphe. I don't remember the price on it. But I love Morphe products because they're reasonable, they're affordable, and I'm showing you looks at, with affordable makeup. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to add some foundation. And today I'm using the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. It's a hydrating foundation. And I'm going to pack that on and go under my eyes too to fix that. Mascara always smudges. I don't know. It's waterproof, but for some reason, once I put it on and blink, it gets on my under my lower lash line, which I don't like. And sometimes, it's like I'm out somewhere and then I notice that it's smudged. I don't know if anybody has any favorite mascaras they'd like me to try, one that you think works best. I know there's a Too Faced mascara that works pretty well. I had one of those and it ran out, but I've been trying to slow down and buy makeup. It's just there's so many new products coming out, and if there's something you'd like me to try, I would love to do that. Just leave a comment down below. And if you've gotten this Coca-Cola palette, please leave a comment below and tell me what you think of it. If you like it and what looks you may have created using it. I know. And down my chin a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go back and finish under my eyes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little brush. Where's my brush? It's a flat brush. Let me see. The next brush I'm going to use is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Set JH43 brush. This works really well to do colors under your eye. And what I'm going to do is, just to make it so it blends well, is I'm going to go back in with the shade. Oh my goodness. Desert, oh, Dessert First, whatever that shade is. It's hard to read sometimes. And I'm going to just take this brush and just blend the color right underneath my eyes, about a little bit more than halfway. I usually do this before my mascara, but I did it a little backwards today. And please forgive that mascara that seems to be smudging on my eyes, which is very annoying. I hate that. And I get a little mascara in my eye. And you make sure that it blends right in with that color on the outer part of your eye. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Cherry Coke blush. And this is in the shade Cherrified. And this is the shade I'm going to use. But I think I'm going to add a little contour, just to add some dimension to my face. And this is the Too Faced Chocolate Matte bronzer, and it smells just like chocolate. You can tell, unfortunately, I've used this so much it's kind of getting worn out, but the color, it lasted a long time. I've had it for quite a while. And then I'm just going to chisel out some contour just right on the sides, right under my cheek. And I got to make sure I blend it really well, but I'm very fair, so I can't make a color too dark, but I love this because it smells like chocolate. And the Too Faced is products that they're a little bit more expensive than Morphe. So, I mean, there's lots of other bronzers that you can get. I actually have a Morphe palette that has all highlighter and everything in it, so you can use that too. You don't have to buy high-end makeup to get a nice, pretty look. All right. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Cherrified Coke, and this is the shade right here. And it smells like cherry Coke. But if you don't like scents like that, I wouldn't recommend it, but it's almost like Too Faced, but that's what I like about Morphe and Maybelline. They've been coming out and adding these really pretty scents. Like this one, it smells like cherry Coke, and they're more affordable, I think, than Too Faced, because Too Faced does that with their products as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use my finger. I'm going to dip my ring finger in the color and just put a little bit right up on my cheeks and blend it into the contour. I'm not sure if I like this shade, but I just, when I saw it, I just had to try it and see how it is. I've never used cream blush before. I know it looks a little bright, but I'm going to tone that down a little bit. I'm just going to keep blending it. To the other side. Yeah, the lighting in here is not the best, but that's okay. And I think cream blush is a little tricky to blend it, but I find it's a little easier using your fingers than it is using a brush. And it's a pretty color, but I'm just not sure if I like this color or not. It's a little bright for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. And I get a brush. And this is one of the Morphe brushes. It's big and fat. I think it'll work okay. Tap off the excess. And I'm just going to put a little bit of powder over that. Over my foundation. I'm just trying to use a little bit at a time. And just to tone down that blush a little bit. So I think that looks better. Just add a little powder just to tone it down. That's with your brush. If you put too much blush on, you can always use a little powder to tone it down. Okay, now the next step is going to be lip color. And I'm going to also use this lip gloss. We'll see. It's called Sippin Pretty. I used this in my last video too. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to line my lips with Colorpop lip liner. And this is in the shade, I think it's Petal Please. Oop. Forgive my hands, it's shaking a little bit. I've been having some little issues with anxiety and stuff lately, so forgive my hands that shake. One of my anxiety's been really bad lately, and that's why I haven't done a lot of videos lately. And then the next thing I'm going to use is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink lip gloss. I love these things. These last so long, and they're not too drying on the lips. If you find they get dry, I would recommend like a lip balm underneath, or you could put like a gloss over top, which is what I usually do. And this is a nice, pretty fall color. It's called Amazonian. I really like this color. It's a nice fall color. Yeah, sometimes I have a little trouble with the lipstick sometimes. All right, now I'm going to use the Cherry Coat Sippin Pretty, and I'm going to put a little bit of that. It's a nice cranberry shade. It doesn't get too dark. It just goes on really nice. Whoops, got a little bit too much on there, so forgive me for that. Look at this shade. Yeah, sometimes that happens on your teeth. I'm just gonna... I think the color looks really pretty. And I love the scent of this. It goes on nice and smooth. It's not sticky. And just be a little careful when you squirt some out of the tube. Sometimes a little bit too much comes out. And I'm going to just fix one last thing. I'm going to take some of my foundation, my concealer, Maybelline concealer, which is one of my favorite concealers. And I'm going to take a little bit of that on a flat brush, and I'm just going to try to cover up that mascara that kind of smudged on my eyes. I don't know, it does it every time, and it really aggravates me that it does that. Yeah. And then take my beauty blender, and I'm gonna just blend that in. Well, that's my look for today. And also, please forgive my hair. I know it's kind of a mess. I've just been having a little rough time lately, so just forgive the hair. I do have an appointment coming up this month to get my hair dyed. I love that bright red color, and the hairdresser, she's awesome. All right, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a great day, guys.